Dear class, welcome to Introduction to International Relations and Global Studies, PLSC 28103. Here we are looking at the course shell, the assignments, and a small introduction to myself. So let's get started. First, welcome to the course. For those of you who are new to the college, congratulations on being accepted. And to all of you, I'm excited you could join me. I wish you a productive semester. So this is me, a little bit about myself. Um, how to contact me. So my contact information is in the syllabus. I didn't post it here for privacy reasons. As this is an online course, I don't usually meet students in person. However, we can meet via Zoom. Send me an email to set up a time. If you're not well or falling behind in a course or having an emergency, please email me as well so I know what's going on. Email me also if you need any help with assignments, readings, etc. In the sense I can explain the questions to you. I can explain concepts to you if you're not understanding something from the lectures or from the readings. The textbook is Essentials of International Relations by Karen Mingst and Heather McKibben. I use the 9th edition or higher. I would say buy it immediately because we're going to start working on material from the book from week 2. And so Amazon.com and the University Bookstore have copies. Used copies are cheaper. The ebook versions can be downloaded fast from these sites. If you use the University Bookstore copies, they usually have the latest edition of the book will be very expensive. You can check Amazon.com for cheaper ebook versions. Blackboard. Let's take a look at Blackboard Ultra because that's where we're going to work. Okay. Here we are in Blackboard Ultra. So this is the instructor version of the course. Let's look at the student preview. This is what you'll be seeing when you enter the course. So you'll see here we have a content section, and if you scroll down, you'll see the content that's for you, all of this stuff, right? So let's look at the top. So the first thing you have to do is go to the start here, click on the course introductions and requirements. So you've already done that if you're looking at this video, right? You'll see the syllabus. You need to download that and save it to your laptop. You'll see an introduction to the course shell video, which is this one. You'll see the textbook information, a course schedule, which is very important. So the course schedule lays out the week by week activities. Week 1, date January 13th to 19th, topic introduction. Read the syllabus carefully, understand the type of assignments and grading. 2, buy the textbook by Mingst and McKibben. 3, look inside the modules for week 1 and complete the introduce yourself discussion. So assignments due on the Sunday of the week are also listed, and for Jan 19th, it is the introduce yourself assignment. Week 2, we've got Jan 20th to 26th. Approaches in IR is the topic, which is chapter 1 of your textbook. Watch the lectures on chapter 1. Quiz 1 is on chapter 1 and opens up on Monday and is due in 2 weeks. So I give you 2 weeks time because people are trying to manage their time. And many of you work and take, 3 and 4 other courses and have other commitments. So you have 2 weeks for each assignment. We're going to have 7 quizzes and 5 discussion questions. So discussion questions are like Essay type a little bit, they're long. You have to, there are several parts to a discussion. So the question will be, one, two, three questions, and you have to answer all the parts. And the idea is to make you think about the topics that we are studying. So each of these types of assignments you'll have 2 weeks to complete them. So the assignment will open up on a Monday morning at 7 a.m. as soon as the folder opens up, and they'll be due in 2 weeks by Sunday. So quiz 1 opened up in week 2 and will be due in week 3 at the end of the week on Sunday by 11:55 p.m. So this is how the assignments are set up. So do look at the course schedule very well. So we already went over that stuff, but if you want details, you can take a look at this. It's longer. Look around Blackboard. Let's take a look at that, but first let's see here. So there's a module on student support and institutional policies. Do take a look at this. There's a section on student grievances and appeals. I also added a section in my syllabus, so please take a look at these. In the event you have some problems, you can look at this. Also look at Blackboard Ultra, how to use it in the event you have questions. Week 1. So this module is available for you. See the to-dos list for week 1. Click on it. It'll tell you everything you need to do this week. And within the module, you will see that the assignments are set up. So this is your assignment for week 1. Introduce yourself, and then look at the syllabus, buy the book, and then watch the main topics if you're interested to understand what we do in international relations. Week 2 is available, or not actually, but week 2, basically, we talked a little bit about it. We've started to look at the book. So it's very essential that you buy the book immediately. Let's look at other things. Calendar. Here you can look at what's due each month. Jan 19th is the day for the introduce yourself. For some reason, it's not showing here. Let's look at, it didn't show, but you know that it's due. Okay, let's look at the next month, February. February 2025. Discussion 1 is due, but the quiz information is not showing up for some reason. Let's see. In March, we have discussion 1, discussion 2, discussion 3, quiz 7, discussion 4. So let's see if we can go to February and the dates are showing or not. Okay, so it looks like there might be some issues with the quiz dates showing. I am going to try and fix that. But here, what you should do is rely on the content section. There might be some issues with the calendar. As far as announcements, every time some issue comes up with the course, I'll make announcements. Or when there's a special event, I'll make announcements. Check your gradebook to make sure that your points are being registered. If I graded something, maybe I forgot to give the points, make sure you let me know. Messages. So if I need to send a personal message to you, I'll email it to you. But you can also find that message when you check or log into Blackboard. So always check your University of Arkansas email. So let's go back to the PowerPoint that we have. So we looked at it, right? And week one, we talked about what we have to do. We have to go to the Start Here folder, look at what's required. Look at the syllabus very carefully. Look at the course requirements. Workflow. So each week I mentioned the course shells will become available to you. New lesson folder on Monday. And there's going to be lots of things in there. So make sure you look at these things and check the Blackboard. Check Blackboard at least twice or thrice a week to know, to be able to do the work on time. Quizzes and written assignments are what you'll be seeing. These are the types of assignments that you have to finish. So there will be 5 written assignments, meaning 5 discussions, and there will be 7 quizzes, and I'll take the top scores for 5 quizzes. I recommend that students do all 7 because they help you to study and understand material which you need later on. And 2, sometimes you may forget to complete the assignment on time and you'll get a 0 on a quiz. So you want to make sure that you have at least 5 and that you try your best to do all 7. And sometimes your points will be low in some quizzes. These are not easy. And so you really do want to have the highest points, right? And so make sure you do 7. So we don't have an exam. There's no midterms or finals. We just have quizzes and we have assignments, other assignments like discussions, so that you're busy. So that is it. And also grading policies, as you know, since you have 2 weeks to complete an assignment, people will be handing in work randomly throughout the week, right? So somebody will complete the work on Monday, somebody on Tuesday, somebody on Thursday. So I will check ever so often to grade the work. Whenever I see answers, I will grade them. And then students will get one more week to make corrections to their work. So they may have gotten something wrong, or they may have left out something, or they may have misunderstood something. So they get one more week from the day that I give you feedback to make corrections, and I will email you so that you know that this work is due. As far as quizzes, I actually do not set the quiz questions. They're set by the department. I don't have control over the quizzes at all. Each student will get 2 opportunities to take a quiz. So if you didn't do well in the first attempt, go back and read the chapter carefully, come back and do the quiz. But make sure you time yourself. Make sure you do it by the deadline, okay? The quiz grade that you'll get after the 2 attempts is the highest score that you have. So if in attempt 1 you got 10 out of 20, and in attempt 2 you got 16 out of 20, then you'll get 16 out of 20 as your final score. Grade book. Make sure you look at your grades. See that I'm giving you points. If I'm forgetting, then, send me an email saying, Dr. Barkett, I don't see my points. You have graded my work, but I don't see any points. Sometimes I will recommend revisions and I'll tell you exactly how to revise your work because you may have forgotten things. And so if you don't make those corrections, I will not offer any more points. So sometimes students will do some revisions, but they will misunderstand what they're supposed to do, and then they will write me back. But every time you make a revision, I'll give you feedback so you know what's going on. So without further ado, welcome to the course. Let's get started. You have a lot of work to do. I wish you the best.